Sight unseen.
What are you hoping to do in a decade from now? What are your long-term goals? You want to be doing the same thing, just kind of transition into the woodworking or something else, or
That's I often think about that. Just like for me, it's I'm trying to put this. I've tried to just be content, like just be content. And yeah, you can always. There's nothing wrong with aspiring to be something better or do something more. There's
yeah,
also nothing wrong with doing something you're good at and sticking with that, like long
yeah,
term. Like that's what people did back in the day. Like they worked the same job for 60, 40, 50 years and retired at that
right,
same job. It's, I don't, I would just feel like there's a mentality where if you're not constantly moving, quote unquote, up, that you're somehow failing, which in my
hmm
opinion isn't. If you're content, you're successful to me.
yeah.
Like
That's a
that's,
huge unlock. That's
mm,
hard to do, though.
it is.
Yeah,
I'm not, yeah, it's not easy. Like that's because there's always things thrown at you, but it is like it's definitely a good thing if you can do that. Um
yeah.
yeah.
Here, it's weird because like when I got into the YouTube space, like the tech stuff, I feel like I was part of maybe like the fourth wave. You had all these people like MKBHD and Rettinger and Soldier Knows Best, all these people who came like way before me. And then by the time I got into it, I actually started a blog first in 2012 when everybody else was getting into YouTube. And I did that for 3 years. And then I switched to video. So I was way behind. And so it's easy for somebody like me to look at where other people are at and be like, I should have just done this other thing when they did, but I can't change like what happened.
Yeah.
And then like what you're talking about, I'll realize, no, actually like this is cool. Like I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. I can do this full time. That is cool. Be happy like you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's, yeah, it's so easy. There's two things that you can get caught into, which are not necessarily a good thing. Number one, comparing yourself with other people. Of course, obviously, we want to progress, right, and get better at what we do. But comparison with other people and where they're at, it's never going to end well. You're not going to
No.
be happy doing that. And then also, there is this thing where, like, you mentioned the iPhones, like shooting with 4 iPhones. That's cool. That's awesome. What So you were like, "Oh, I'm worried about the depth of field and stuff like that." But at the end of the day, not that many people care about that sort of thing. Yeah, it looks great, but
Right.
it could be you could easily get caught up in this rat race where you're always trying to upgrade the tech and always trying to be like stay at the forefront of that sort of thing, and then you're just chasing gear. Like it's just
Yeah.
instead of just learning what you have and being good at what you have
Yeah.
because you're never going to master that next thing if you're always looking for the next greatest piece of tech. And really at the end of the day, people want
Right.
to hear a story. They don't really care about that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Hey, it's Chris. I'm the host here at Sight Unseen, and if you're new, I'm super glad you found us. We're all about mapping creative, effective, productive, successful minds, just giving you access to extraordinary people with their insights and stories that you just would never encounter normally. Now, if you want more content like this, all you have to do is hit subscribe. If you want access to the full interview and many others like it, that's linked up down below. We also have an amazing weekly newsletter which boils down in a succinct format all the insights and recommendations of our guests that can really level up your life. And don't forget, we're on X as well. Everything's linked up down below. Thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you in the next one.